and welcome back. I wanted to step in, do this video, and share with you all what decision I decided to make when it comes to taking care of these fibroids and my extremely low iron. So now I had an appointment. Well, first I'd like to welcome everybody. Welcome in if you are new. Welcome to the current subscribers. I love you guys and I appreciate you all so much. So now I had an appointment with my OBGYN and I talked to the surgeon. And the decision was made, but I want to go over a couple of things because there's so many people that come into these videos when I make these videos and they're so curious, or they may have be going through the same situation and they need a little bit of information. So I'm here for that. Hopefully I can give you some information and this possibly can help someone out there. So now there are so many different options that we went over because I was totally unsure of what to do. You have everybody, you have the internet, everybody is going to tell you what they suggest that you do, right? But the ultimate decision is up on what you want to do. Okay, so I did lots and lots of research. I have talked to several doctors. I've talked to 2 surgeons, and I've also talked to 2 OBGYNs. So this is super duper exciting. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is, she said the first option is, of course, you can wait until you hit menopause. And I am nowhere near menopause right now. I'm not in premenopause or whatever they call it. I'm not there. So I would be waiting forever and a day. So that's a no. Okay, and then the second thing is we could just try medication. See if the medication works to shrink the fibroids. And you heard how I said it like that. See if the medication works, right? That's not okay with me either, right? It may be okay with somebody else, but I'm not okay with that. Next thing is, you can remove, you may see me look down a couple of times. If you see me looking down, it's just because I'm looking at my notes here. Next thing you can do is you can get the fibroids taken out only. Take the fibroids out, leave the uterus, right? There's so many women out there that get that procedure done. But there's a downside to that. The fibroids can come back. Oh, so I'm not happy with it. So that's going to be a no-go for me because I don't want to get the fibroids taken care of and then there's a risk of them coming back. Like the purpose would be like defeated, right? So I decided no for that one. The next thing is that you could do is this is the lowest risk procedure. It's the ultrasonic wave procedure, which I was thinking about it. I really was. Okay, and so this is the less invasive. I think that's the word that I'm looking for. But it's the ultrasonic wave. It has radio frequency to shrink them, and you're good. At the last minute, she told me, but guess what? They can grow back. I said, I kind of wanted to say, you could have told me that before I got all excited about it, right? So if there's a chance that they can grow back, there's a no-go for me. Okay, so, but it's super interesting. And she said that procedure is a very, very new procedure. And I believe it's called the Sonata. Okay, and it takes a while for insurance groups to accept that surgery because it's so new. She said now when they hear something like the embolization or hysterectomy, they're like, okay, we'll do it because we know, they know about it. They don't know a whole lot about this new Sonata. She says, so if you choose that, your insurance is going to give you the runaround. I thought, okay. So there's also the there's also the embolization. Embolization means they go through your blood vessel, cut off the blood supply to the fibroids, which sounds absolutely amazing. And then when they shrink, as I may have stated in my last video, they shrink down to nothing, and then the little piece that's left in there, it kind of absorbs into your system and you're good. But once again, they can continue to grow back. I'm just not happy with that. So the ultimate decision that I decided was to get the hysterectomy, okay? Leave the ovaries. Will not send you into menopause as long as you have your ovaries. And you know, sometimes they leave the fallopian tubes. They told me that they'll leave my fallopian tubes because I have copper Escher coils in it. If y'all want to know what that is, we'll talk about that possibly on a different video. We may even talk about it on this video. But she said if you want to do that, then the fibroids can't grow back. And that's kind of on the lines of what I'm wanting to do. I don't want to have to get a surgery for the fibroids or do treatment for the fibroids and they're able to come back. So this is kind of on the lines of what I'm looking for, okay? So once again, that'll be the hysterectomy, leave the ovaries and the fallopian tubes, okay? It's not going to send you into menopause, and that makes me happy. So, and you know, you still like to have fun, you're still going to be able to have fun, okay? So now, here is some ups or some cons. When you get the uterus out, you stop the risk of uterine cancer. I'm all for it, right? Take the uterus out, your risk of ever getting uterine cancer in your life is gone. And then when you take the uterus out as well, the fibroids can't grow back. I'm all for that, right? It's just everything that I'm looking for. I'm check marking the boxes that was open, right, with this. So, that's awesome. So now for the people that don't know me, or if you're not familiar with me, my purpose for getting the fibroids taken care of, I know there's some people that say, just leave them. I'm not one of those people. If they're in there, they are tumors. If they're in there, me personally, I feel like get those things up out of there. Okay, so my purpose of taking care of them is because I have extremely heavy menstruals, like extremely heavy. I'm severely anemic, and forever they have been trying to figure out, why is she so anemic, right? And in my past, I've had to have a blood transfusion because my blood count number or hemoglobin, one of them, was down to number 2. And they're like, Lady, how are you here? Right? And so I deal with extremely low irons. The number can be a 5, it can be a 6, and it just makes you feel horrible. And I have to have iron infusions 2 times a year. That's extremely costly. And it's starting to be a headache, right? You have to have iron. I may have said blood transfusion, but I did have a blood transfusion in 2010. The iron infusions are 2 times a year. So I'm ready to stop having to do that. And they are pretty sure that these fibroids are causing me all of this grief, whether it's the heavy periods, the swelling parts in my stomach, and extremely low iron, being severely anemic. So that's going to take all of that away. And that just checks every box that I had open. So that's my purpose for getting this done. Now, another thing you all wanted to know, you wanted to know how many fibroids did I have. At first, okay, so the surgeon that is going to be doing my what's it called? Give me a second, y'all. It's coming to me. The hernia. I have a small umbilical hernia on the navel. He said that there was a couple in there. He didn't give me a number. Okay, so I wasn't happy with that because I need a number and I want to know. So as I talked to the OBGYN, she pulled up the CT scan. She said, there is 3. And I said, how big are they? She said, they're 4 to 5 centimeters. And I said, can you show me? I sure did. I sure did. We did the call like this where we was talking. I said, can you show me with your hands? I said, your hand's about big as mine. And she went like this. She said, you have about 3 and they're about like this. And I thought, okay, right? Get them things out of here. Now, if you are someone that is afraid of surgery, I get it. I get it. There's so many people out there that's afraid of surgery, and I totally understand. Then you may want to do one of the less invasive procedures, and it may work for you. But then as I was speaking to the OBGYN, she also said, if you do one of the procedures where we do the imization or they do medication, they wind up shrinking and they leave and things like that. But if they come back, she said when they come back with a vengeance. Is that the word I'm looking for? It might not be the word, but you know what I'm trying to get to, right? I don't want that to happen. And I've always told you guys, I'm not one of those people that's afraid of surgery. I'm just not afraid of surgery. Although, I mean, I may be changing the topic, but I tell you what, when I seen the movie, have you guys seen the movie Awake? It's an older movie. It's about someone went to get surgery and they give them the anesthesia, but they're actually awake during the surgery. That movie freaked me out. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to laugh. That movie freaked me out. And they didn't, so I guess when they give you the medicine to put you under, I guess it paralyzes you, right? But you're supposed to also be asleep. They could hear everything. They could feel everything. And when they turned around, y'all, they turned around and looked at that person, and there was tears coming down their eyes, and they said, oh my gosh, they were awake. That freaks me out, and I just have to tell you, I'm definitely the one that always thinks about that. I think about that movie. Anytime I go to have surgery, I say, ooh, I pray good. I pray a good prayer. I pray a good prayer because I know what horrible movie I saw. My goodness. I love a good movie, y'all. But anyways, I got God, and I pray to a good God, a healing God, a God that will heal. Absolutely. And take care of you, you know, when things go on. And I trust God. You hear me? So listen, this is the week that this is the week that I need to take the medicine that I told you all about. So my OBGYN prescribed some medicine for me to take up until the time that I have the surgery. I'm going to spell it to you because I have no clue how to pronounce it. I'm usually good with pronouncing medicines, but not this one. So you spell it TRANEXAMIC, okay? And it says acid 650 milligrams. You're going to take it 2 times a day. Take 2. Not you guys, but I am. I take 2, 3 times a day during heavy periods for 5 days. So today I have actually taken the first 2 pills, and I'm excited to see if this medicine is going to work. And so another thing that I'm super happy about, I feel like everybody in this whole circle that has came together, the people that do the iron infusions, the OBGYN, my primary healthcare doctor, and the surgeons. It's like I am happy with everyone. You know, you ever had a doctor and you're like, I'm not so sure. I'm not sure if they have my best interests at heart, right? I don't get that feeling from any of them. I get the feeling that each and every single one of them care about getting me together, right? I feel like they care about my health. At least they portray they do, right? So I'm super excited about that, because I prayed for that. Like, Lord, give me doctors that care. Give me doctors that want to help me, you know, that's going to keep me safe and things like that. And in life, no matter what you go through, you pray. Stay prayed up and just have faith. And that's one thing that I do have. I have the faith that one day I'm going to be better. You know, I'm going to be healed. I'm going to have a quick healing process, and we'll be back in motion again, you know. So I'm so grateful. That's all the information that I have for you guys right now. But I have decided to go ahead and do that. And I'll read it to you once again. I will be getting the hysterectomy. We're going to leave the ovaries, leave the fallopian tubes, and it doesn't throw you into menopause. So now, earlier I spoke of, I have the Escher copper coils in my fallopian tubes. What that is, if you're interested, is it is a copper coil that they put in my fallopian tubes to tie my tubes. Like right after I had our son Dakota, they put those in there and your tubes grow over them. A month later, you come back, they put dye in your tubes to see if your tubes have closed over the copper coils, and you're good. So now it's irreversible for somebody that decided one day, I want to have a baby, right? Let's just say somebody did that. It's irreversible. So they would just take those copper coils out and you're good, right? But that's not my situation, because I don't want no more kids. But that's what that is. And it's called an Escher procedure. And I had that done like a day after I had Dakota. God bless. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Good night.